Hello everybody. Today we have decided to gather some questions from Facebook, Twitter, where else did you get them? Snapchat? Text messages, Snapchat, all different places like that. Because we have been asked quite a few quintuplet questions, but never from, like, Bell.
I'll let Bell.
Okay. Oh wait,
it's probably all red now.
Alright.
It's my camera, man.
So we got all these questions from different places on the internet, and we will answer them.
My beautiful girlfriend Shane is going to be asking the questions. Twist that camera around and say hey, Shane.
Get like right here.
Is it on?
Breathe on the lens and it pops up.
Like foggy for the rest of it.
Okay, number one. What order were y'all born?
What we're going to do is
stand up and clap once.
Say your number.
And then stand up and clap twice.
Yes.
No,
I don't want to
Tanner
move.
doesn't want to move. Okay, this is how we're going to do it, okay? It's going to be a mystery, alright?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Y'all didn't do it very mysteriously.
I win.
That's fine.
So that's the order.
Yes.
Mason, Tanner, Hunter, Parker.
Mason, what was it like to be an only child for a few seconds?
It was
a lot more presents.
I had
birthday present.
only child, 2 sets of grandparents, 1 set of parents,
0 sets of brothers.
no brothers to take birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, any of that away from me. But he was born pretty quick, so nothing. I don't know how to answer that seriously, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Do any of y'all ever wish you were an only child?
No.
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 Too boring.
Wait, Tanner? Do you ever wish you were an only child?
Sometimes.
Ooh. Okay, why?
I wish I was the only one alive, but not necessarily.
Oh my god.
Wow. Why?
Alright, yeah, Tanner, why?
Oh no. I bet you'd be bored out of your skull.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do we annoy you that bad? Do you want us gone?
Do I want you what?
Gone.
He wants one of us gone.
Alright.
Next question.
Oh, what number?
That was 3.
One job.
Okay.
One job.
What is your favorite memory from y'all growing up?
I only remember just beating up Tanner all the time. Just me. For no reason. Like, I had nothing against you.
He punched me in the mouth.
I walked up and just fake punched him in the face. It was supposed to be a fake punch and it was real clean.
It ended up being really real.
I'd say our fort that we used to have.
Oh,
we drew on it with chalk and made it a submarine. We made it, I think that's pretty much it, a ship.
Do you remember, speaking of submarine, do you remember whenever it flooded here, and we don't have a pool, but it flooded about 3 feet in the backyard and we swam in the backyard? That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one. Playing lightsabers in the backyard was pretty fun with our friends. It was like little plastic lightsabers, like if you would hit someone on the thumb accidentally.
I remember that nostalgic pain right there in the tip of your thumb.
Everyone popped their knuckles. Pop your knuckles in respect.
I can't. Not right now.
Wait, I can do this.
Oh!
And I can also do this.
Oh, golly, that's nasty.
Next question.
Did you have any competitions while you were growing up, and what were they?
Well, the competition we still fight for today is like shotgun in the band.
In the mornings,
I remember
we would see who would get the Lion King bowl.
Oh.
We all had these little bowls, like really small, like kids bowls. There was one Lion King bowl.
And a
The only
whole
reason
lot of Mickey Mouse bowls.
Yeah, a whole lot of Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh, but it had like a bright blue rim, and that's the only thing different about it, and we'd love it, and we'd fight for it.
Wasn't there some kind of spoon at y'all's grandparents'?
I ate with it today.
Oh, yeah.
I ate with it today. I ate pecan pie with it today.
Wow.
Yeah. I had to go for a run after.
I just sat there and like stewed in my anger because he had a spoon.
What is your favorite thing to do together?
Make a video about answering questions, like what's our favorite thing to do together?
Going to the mountains.
Going to the mountains, yep. Going to the beach.
I like hunting.
We like to practice our
I
hunting.
knew you would.
I knew you would.
We all get in
Hug fights occasionally.
circles and practice our cursive together.
We
I
never
like
went to
practicing my cursive.
I am the only one out of all of us who has never lied before.
We never answered that question.
Who is the dominant Quinn.
3, 2, 1.
Not Mason. Not Mason.
Second, and
Dominant
then
in what attribute?
Mason, dominant. Just dominant. You want me to get the apples to apple card for last?
okay, we'll have different categories. We'll go with bossy first.
Bossy.
Bossy.
Oh, okay.
In
Now,
charge.
bossy doesn't necessarily mean we listen to them.
Right.
Correct. 1, 2, 3.
Mason. I'm sorry.
What about dominant and like strength?
Watch.
Alright. Ready?
Whoa! Well, I think that proves it. Next question.
This is an interesting question. How would you feel about dating female quintuplets?
I'd have to break up with Shane, so I wouldn't want to do it.
What if she got adopted by quadruplets?
That's still
Not by them, but by the parents of the quadruplets.
Gosh.
Would not be able to do that. That's too weird.
No.
Mm-mm.
I'd be able to do that. You know why?
Why, Mason?
Because my wife would remind me of my stepsisters.
What if they were identical?
All our
quintuplet
kids.
sisters?
Like, is the question like just one of us dating 5 different girls?
No.
that's
Like
it.
there are 5, and one date's Tanner, and one date's Mason. One date's
We would each have to get married on the exact same day.
No.
Because I don't think like 2
Mm-mm.
people's
Heck
in-laws can like
Mm-mm.
No.
would not be able to do that.
Nope, we wouldn't be able to
No.
do that. That would not happen.
What brother or which one of y'all would be most likely to let your parents live with him when they got older?
3. So
Oh gosh.
1, 2, 3.
Hunter.
Hunter.
That's awesome.
Why?
He's a sweet.
I know he can't survive in the real world.
Every morning it's, hey, mama.
Whoa. Even in college when no one's there.
Hey, Palmer.
He spent like 10 minutes looking for it.
So, mom and dad, if y'all are watching this, the 4 of the 5 of your children hate you.
Yeah. It takes 110 minutes every morning to realize mom and dad aren't controlling out this kid.
That's terrible.
That'd be hilarious. How are you? Just
Every morning. If he wakes up 10 minutes before class, you bet you he's going to be late to class because he's got to find the mom and dad. This isn't true, by the way. I don't mean to spoil anything.
If one of y'all were to be arrested and go to jail, who would it be and what would they probably get arrested for?
Okay.
Oh, gosh. Hold on.
Wait,
Each one of us has to answer. Each one of us has to answer.
Tanner, you start. You start.
Okay. Parker, public intoxication.
Parker has never drank any alcoholic beverages.
Okay, public indecency.
Okay. That'll work.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn?
Yes.
This is actually... trying to think of based off things we've already done. I'm going to have to say the same thing, because I can't think of any.
Parker in
right
public indecency. Alright.
Okay, this is a
All
good
right.
day.
Oh,
This is a good day.
now. Don't answer yourself.
Okay, I wasn't.
I would be indecent in the public and be arrested myself.
I'm gonna say Tanner for
Being a smart aleck.
yeah, Tanner for being a smart aleck. Like he'll just get pulled over for like
What are you
saying
gonna
to
do?
something.
This
And
isn't
he's
my-
like, "What are you going to do?" And he's like, he gives you the ticket. He's like, "Excuse me,"
And he speeds off.
he speeds off, and then
I would think, it's not my answer, but I think if Tanner were arrested, it would be for some kind of fraud. Just like, my answer, this is going to cause quite a ruckus.
Okay.
It would probably be Hunter.
Uh-huh.
Because just like the wrong person would tick him off, and he would just kind of straight the jaw, and it would be the one person that gets up and he's like, I'm going to sue you. Press charges or something.
Wait.
Turn it and push.
Hey!
Wait.
No, I'd say Parker for like. I'd say Parker for trespassing. Trespassing. Because like you've gone into like abandoned frat houses before.
No, Can I change my answer?
Like, quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Tanner for
I don't think I'm sure.
for
Well, no, I still take
loitering and trespassing by like
geocaching.
Geocaching, dumpster diving for like Coke codes, Coca-Cola codes, just stuff like that. Like a cop's gonna come up to him. He's gonna get taken downtown for for doing that stuff.
Favorite kindergarten memory, Tanner?
I remember you spoiled that magic show.
That's my favorite memory, dang it.
And I remember like at the end, we would have like what, once or twice every year, and he would go, okay everyone, close your eyes,
That's my memory.
and like everyone closed their eyes, and he would just walk away, but like he would say, like after 5 seconds, everyone opens up his eyes and he's gone because he obviously left the room. But Taylor went, yeah, you're gonna leave. I've seen it before.
Everybody tell us one of your most embarrassing moments.
Most embarrassing moment.
Most embarrassing.
The most embarrassing moment, it wasn't necessarily for me, it was more like, I can't believe that we used to do this. But whenever we used to take baths and showers, we would get out and there wouldn't be a towel. So we would stand in the hallway buck naked and scream, "Can I have a towel?"
I do remember that. I have not heard that phrase in so long.
And so we would just stand there and like occasionally someone would just walk through the house looking for a towel.
Wow.
Sometimes. And I just can't believe we would do that.
I still do that.
My most embarrassing moment was one time we were in the mountains and we were skipping rocks, and I was skipping it, and I told and I told Tanner to stand in front of me so I could take the skipping rock, and I looked down at the skipping rock and I looked up at Tanner and I just kind of kept looking. Then I was like, Tanner, stay right there. I'm going to take the skipping rock and I'm going to curve it around you.
Oh, what?
And it's going to hit the water and it's going to skip. And technically Tanner should have gotten in trouble for being so dumb to say, okay. So he stood right there and I took it and I threw it. And I threw it as hard as I could at kind of an angle so it would go like that, just perfectly.
Nice cutting angle.
And it hit him like point. Do you remember where it hit you?
My hand.
No, it hit you like right there. And it went thud. It sounded like a baseball bat. And people were watching and I was just like, and Tanner was just, ah!
That little Italian boy just hit that German kid with a rock.
Yeah. And I thought I was going to look so cool, but I didn't. And that's embarrassing.
Parker's turn.
I remember there was this one time I was playing in my grandparents' yard and I decided to try to be like a ninja or something and spin a rake around. And the next thing I remember was the rake coming up and hitting me in the legs, in between. And it hit me in between my legs, and I remember just crying. And I was like, I said something like, "There will be blood," or something. I don't know. I remember screaming something, bending over, like, "There will be blood," or whatever. I don't know.
Are you like saying you're gonna bleed, or
Yeah,
you're
I was
get
saying-
rake back and I'm gonna make it bleed? There will be blood.
No, I was saying like I was gonna bleed next time I.
What?
Yeah, next time I tickled.
I'll go.
I was panicking. I was like, "Oh my gosh, there will be blood." So,
We were at a friend's house.
there you go.
We were playing in a water drainage ditch. We got. We like.
Again with the ditch. We're so white trash.
Yeah, I ended up falling into the really messy part of the ditch. I was like covered in mud and everything. And
That wasn't mud.
I got hosed off, and like my pants absorbed all of the water. So while I was walking to the car, they just fell around my ankles, and it's like
Took the underwear right with it.
no, it did.
It did.
And okay, long story short, my friend's mom came after me with a broom trying to get me to leave.
We need an outro song?
That's usually kind
Y'all
of
all
anyway.
start at once.
To close, but now it's time for the Guttinsons to leave unopposed. Good night.